So yesterday I posted a video that really blew up, and it was about how to make money cleaning bars and restaurants. And you can make a lot of money by cleaning the equipment in the kitchen, like the fryers, the ovens, things like that. People will pay you $350 to $750 per unit, and every kitchen usually has 2 or 3 pieces of equipment. There might be 2 fryers and 1 grill, things like that. So an average job might be $1,500. And one of the top questions that I got was, yeah, but how do you find your staff? It seems like there's got to be some type of catch, and staffing that type of business must be difficult. Well, I post my job ads in industry-specific job boards for the food and beverage industry. So there's a website called poach.com, and I post for job ads in there. And I pay people really well, and I write the job ad in a way that is for the people seeking employment. So they see it and they're like, oh yeah, I actually want to work there. So I hype up the job. I talk about how cool it is to work on your own, how you can just listen to your headphones, how you're not going to have a boss breathing down your neck, all of these types of things. And typically I'll get around 100 people to apply for the job. So finding the applicants isn't that hard. Then the next thing is I've got documentation for my hiring process, and I've trained my manager how to hire based on my documentation. And I tell him like what type of people we're looking for, what attributes to look for, what questions to ask, how to like assess the different responses. And not only do we have this documentation, but I've got some videos on things that I want him to look for and not to ask. Like, you can't ask anything that's going to be considered discrimination for race or gender, sexual preference, or socioeconomic standing. So I've got these videos that sort of outline some things that you can ask and can't ask. Anyway, so then I sat with my manager for, I'd say probably like 2 months, and I would listen to the interviews that we did, and he would watch me interview, then I would watch him interview, then we would hire people together, and we would talk about why. Then we would watch how those people develop over time, and we would look for any red flags, or we'd look for things that we like, that we want to look for in the next person. And I'd say after about two months, it wasn't like intensive where I'm with him every single time, but after about 2 months of going through this process, you could just send him out on his own, and now he can hire people. So my office manager, she posts the job ad for us. She does all the phone interviews, making sure people aren't criminals and they got transportation. Then he does the in-person interview to make sure they're going to be a good culture fit and that they actually want the job. Then he hires them. And then every week at our meeting, I would talk about who we hired. And that keeps a constant pipeline of people coming in.